Hello and welcome back to our Edinburgh Watch Company YouTube channel. My name's Jonathan, and on today's video we're going to be looking at 9 new watches that have just come into stock. So if you're looking to treat yourself to something new, maybe thinking about buying somebody a gift, then you may like to watch this video today. So here we are, October the 20th, 2022, sharing a short video with you of 9 lovely new watches. This video is going to be coming out to you next Friday, the 27th. It's pretty cold here in Scotland, the heating's back on, but don't worry, we've got lots of watches to warm you up. So where do we start? Well, we start with a watch, but it's not one of the watches in the collection. I'm going to do a quick wristwatch check, and I have brought this watch out of the box because this is one of our unworn pieces from Tudor, and it's the new Tudor Black Bay GMT in the steel and gold, and it is just a really good looking watch. It's all in its protective stickers. It's a 2022 unworn watch, and it is literally just priced a little bit over list, and I think, like all the Tudors, a really excellent watch for the money. So we're not going to start off with a Rolex. In fact, we're going to start off with this Breitling that we have just taken in. Now, those of you who love your watches will remember a few years ago, Breitling brought a fantastic new collection out. And this particular one is the Breitling Premiere. And it came in as a part exchange recently. And I think you'll agree, this really is a very, very handsome watch. And it's the new look for Breitling. They've put new movements in, new bracelets, new case design. They've really upped the bar. And this is a chronometer movement as well. So that's going to be accurate within -4 to +6 seconds per day. But the dial's lovely. It's a sort of ivory color with black sub-dials. You've got the date function down at the bottom there. And then you have the chronograph there. You can see you have the pushers there on the right hand side. They're sort of smooth rectangular pushers, and everything about this watch is very, very comfortable to wear. The case is in polished and stainless, sort of satinized look there. You can see these lines down the side of the case. Very, very, very nice design. The most beautiful polished bracelet there. Now this one has not been polished yet. We have only just got it, but I just wanted to share it with you today. And then on the back, you can see this lovely automatic movement. There's the rotor, spins around there. A really handsome watch all around. And that is it there on the wrist. So I think case size, this one's about a 42mm, so it's not too big, but I think they've really knocked this one out of the park. It's a really handsome looking watch. Now, top of my head, these watches are over 7,000 new, but we're going to have a really good price on this one to give you a really good saving. We're going to do all the Rolexes together. So the other sort of non-Rolex I wanted to show you is this Officine Panerai. This is the Luminor Marina that just came in again as a part exchange the other day, and it's the PAM 000111. And so it's a hand-wound movement with about 52-hour power reserve. I believe the movement is a sort of based upon an ETA movement, but it's just a real looker, isn't it? Lovely black dial. It's like a sandwich dial there, so if you look, you can see through the dial and see the creamy color underneath it. You've got the second hand and the top left-hand side there. That typical design there of the Luminor Marina. This pulls down here to allow you to adjust the time there, to manually wind the watch and then pop it back in again. I'm sure many of you watching this video today will know all about Panerai, their history, of course, being watches for the Italian Navy. They're just great watches. We see quite a lot of them in. This particular one is not too big. It's a 44mm case size. The bezel here is in polished stainless steel. The side of the case, again, in the polished stainless steel, but just look at the back. Look at that beautiful movement. You can see all the intricacies of the detail in that. Now, what's also rather nice about this particular one, you can see here it's fitted on its leather strap there, but also quite typically with Panerai is that the customers like to buy extra straps. So with this one here, we've also got a rather nice black one, as you can see there, with the sort of creamy stitching in it. And of course, these watches are waterproof as well, so you don't do that with your leather straps, but if you wanted to take it swimming, then there is a black rubber strap there too. Now, of course, this watch, along with all of our watches, have all the original books and papers. When this watch came in, it went away for a pre-sale check, and it's in absolutely beautiful condition and mechanically perfect. So there we are, a couple of non-Rolexes, very, very affordable watches. Let's go look at some Rolexes. Why don't we kick off here with one of my favorites, and probably one of your favorites too, one of the best-selling Rolexes, of course, when you can get them. This is the Batman, affectionately known because it's the GMT Master II in stainless steel with the black and the blue bezel on it here. A really, really handsome watch. You can see there the GMT function there with the blue hand, the rotating bezel there, dual time zone on the outside here. So this is an automatic watch, a chronometer movement, accurate to within plus or minus 2 seconds per day. The crown here screws into the side of the case to ensure it's waterproof to 100 meters. Case size is 40 mil, and it is fitted here on its Oyster bracelet. You can see there with the polished center links running through the middle, and then it features here the Easy Link clasp as well, making it just really easy to fit. So my wrist size is an 8-inch wrist, absolutely perfect. It's a looker, isn't it? Now, of course, this watch stopped round about in 2018 when they brought the new movement out with the Jubilee bracelet. But then I think our customers were missing the Oyster bracelet, so I guess Rolex listened to their dealers and they said, well, we need that Oyster bracelet back. So it is now available with an Oyster or a Jubilee bracelet, but this is one of the original Oyster ones. Top of my head, that one's on our website. I think it's 14,495. So again, we're very mindful of the market just now, trying to ensure that our watches are, competitively priced. We then got a few Explorers to share with you, and this one came in again the other day. It's just back from our service center, and this is the Explorer 2. It's the 216570, which is the 42mm model, and you can see here with the polar dial, so a very popular watch. You have the gorgeous contrasting orange second hand there, the bezel here with the extra hour markers on the outside here. Stainless steel, 904L grade stainless steel. The crown screws into the side to ensure it's waterproof to 100 meters. And then fitted here with the Oyster bracelet. And you can see there it has that satinized brush look to it. So no polished center links on the Explorer. Of course, it's a tool watch and a very popular watch worn by the Explorer, worn by Sir Edmund Hillary at royalty, and along with many others who just enjoy this rather sort of understated look to the watch. Now, of course, this one has been discontinued. So this is the 216570. We've also got this one in here. Make sure I pick out the right one. This one's also just come in. This is a 2016 one that we've just got. So if you prefer black to white, I've actually had them both. I remember buying one and I had to choose between black or white. For me, I chose the black. I just liked the contrast of the colors on it, but it's very much each to their own. The white ones do achieve a little bit more than the black ones, but I think they're both really nice. And as you can see, this one in lovely condition, all the same features and benefits of the white one we showed you earlier on. In fact, let me just put the two together just to try and, in case you're thinking, which color do I go for? Just let you to see the white and the black. They're really well. They look great on rubber B straps as well. The orange rubber B straps on this work an absolute treat, and they make the watch even lighter and give you that really tight fit on the wrist. But I think Explorer is a really comfortable watch, 42mm, it's not too big, and I think it's really, really good value for money. This week we got this new Rolex Explorer. Now, this is the 226570, so everything that you've enjoyed with the older model, the 216570, but it has the new movement in it. So that gives you an increased power reserve from 48 up to about 70 hours, and some very, very subtle changes here. The dial, the white writing on the dial, everything is that little bit crisper than the old one. The lug width across here is 21 versus 20, and the case lugs are slightly slimmer on this one than the older one. In fact, let's just put the two together and hopefully the camera will let you see what I'm talking about. Make sure we don't get any reflection there. And there we go. Hopefully that will just let you see some of the subtle differences. And if I pop it down at this angle there and we compare the lugs, you can just see this one on the right, they're slightly slimmer than this one. The top link there at 21 versus 20. Aside from that, the bracelet's the same. So you wouldn't really do wrong with either. This one, of course, is slightly less expensive, but really, really good watches. I remember years ago when the Explorers used to be the ones in the shop windows along there with Milgaus's, but not anymore. You just can't get them. So then we've also got a Datejust 41. Now this is the current model. This is the 126333, and this is a 2022 watch, unworn in stickers, which is very rare. And you can see here it features the silver index dial, so a very, very attractive, I think quite an understated watch. It doesn't jump off your wrist, but it has that classic Rolex Datejust look with that fluted yellow gold bezel here and the beautiful Jubilee bracelet. Because the bracelet's much stronger now than they used to be in older watches now, and it features here the Easy Link function on the bracelet too, just making it very, very easy to adjust. If I put it there, you can see it's also very slim, and I'll pop it on my wrist here, and there we go. I think it looks really, really well. Bring that one up to camera as well. Sorry, I forgot to do that with the other ones, but it's a lovely watch, isn't it? Now this we've got really well priced actually. I think these are around about 11,840. I think the one is 12,695. So really not that much over list. So we've now got the last two watches to share with you. So this is one of two Sky-dwellers we've got. This one here with the black dial, stainless steel black dial. Those that know this, for those that don't know what you can get in the Sky-dweller in stainless steel, it's a sort of ivory white, black or blue. Desirability wise, it's white, black, blue, blue being the most desirable, the most expensive variant, albeit they all cost the same new. But the black one I think works really, really well. So a 42mm case size, a watch that was introduced back in 2010, and a watch designed by Rolex for those that travel, as it includes the GMT function. But it's a very complicated watch in what it does, but very simple in the way it delivers that. So you have one crown here, and you have the command bezel here. So unlike the Datejust, this bezel actually turns, and then depending upon which position you're in, when you turn the crown, it adjusts the time, the date, the month, and the twin time zone there as well. You can see if you look closely at the dial there's a little red triangle just underneath the Rolex there. Well, that points down at the second time zone there. Just down here at 7 o'clock, there's a little red square, and that indicates the month. You've got the date function there with a 2.5 times magnification, and then you've got the sub-dial there giving you the second time zone. So all of that in what is an absolutely beautiful looking watch. So white gold fluted bezel, stainless steel, 904L grade stainless steel, and it just feels great on the wrist. I think they call that the 326934, and that should be up on the website by the time you see this video. And then if you prefer steel and gold, then we've got that too, because here we have the same black dial, same watch, same functionality, but in steel and yellow gold. And we've just actually done a video that's coming out soon where we're comparing the Datejust to the Sky-dweller, two models you might be considering. And we chat about the watch and show you what it's like, difference in size, what it's like on the wrist, etc. But this one is great. And the bimetal one I think represents very, very good value for money compared to the stainless steel ones. Let me just put the black one there beside it so you can just see the difference between the two. Very handsome watches, aren't they? And due to the market changing, prices have come down on them now. And I think they represent better value than ever. And I've just also put these two together because you've got a couple of bimetal watches there. thank you so much for watching. If any of these are of interest, then please just give me a call directly. We'd love to have a chat with you. Maybe take a part exchange. We can offer you funding. We've got credit card facilities as well. And loads of these watches are on our Instagram and Facebook as well. So if today's video has been helpful, please give me a thumbs up. If you enjoy what we're doing, please come back every Friday, and why not subscribe for notifications when new videos come along. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.